Alright guys, we're just doing a quick live weather update currently right now. So right now, basically, across the upper portions of the Midwest, including northern Wisconsin, UP of Michigan, northern Minnesota, and portions of eastern North Dakota, there's a clipper system of some sort coming through, with some light to moderate snow in some locations. Could be some lake enhancement as well. There are winter storm warnings up there across portions of the upper portions of Minnesota, where accumulations between 4 and 8 inches are possible. Higher totals likely over eastern portions of the county. But overall, this clipper system going into portions of northern Wisconsin, now until basically central time on Sunday, 2 to 5 inches across anywhere in the winter weather advisory area across the upper portions of Wisconsin, UP, and Michigan. Other places, for the most part, pretty much calm. Current temperatures here across portions of the Chicagoland area is basically in the upper 20s for the most part. It looks like there is a little bit of some patchy precipitation here moving in across portions of northern Illinois. Could be flurries, but other than that, there isn't really much going on. Temperatures are in the 30s in some locations, but upper 20s for the most part. Temperatures are going to dig down into the upper 20s throughout much of the night. No, that's mostly just northern Minnesota. But what we're talking about is the possible chance of maybe some snowfall coming up. So what are we looking at here for possible snowfall coming up across portions of the upper? Actually, let's look here first. So here's the GFS model. You got that clipper system coming in across portions of the upper Wisconsin area. You see it, for instance, some lake effect snow triggering up there across upper UP Michigan and northern Michigan as well. High pressure coming in. Looks like colder temperatures during the around the 15th and 16th. And then here's our next possible snow system. That's still to be determined what happens. It's still very far out. We don't know. We just know that there's a possible chance of some heavy snow between the 18th and 20th. So here's the system coming out of the south during the 18th, and you can see it's coming north. So it's not really fully developed here on some of the forecast models, and it's too far out to kind of determine factors on what's going to happen, who's going to see what. But it is going to trigger some lake effect snow across portions of the Michigan, Lake Superior, Lake area as well. Probably between the 19th and 20th, we're probably going to see some lake effect from this system as it pushes east. So the only other system we have to worry about for possible chances of precipitation is probably between the 18th and 20th, where that system's being picked up by the GFS. We go over here to the European model. We'll see if it's showing a similar trend of a system coming out around that time frame. So here's the 18th, and it does show the system coming up, but it doesn't show what it's doing, right? So there's just so many things going in. How far south is the system going to dig? How much cold air is going to overlap? Will it be snow? Will it be mixed? What's going to happen? So at this point, it's too far out to tell, but both of the models both agree that there is some sort of a system that's going to dig out of the Colorado's or portions of western Oklahoma around the 18th and kind of push east. How far south would that system be? We don't know yet. Where the precipitation is going to be, still uncertain. We'll probably get better details around the 15th or 16th for sure, but the models are still over the place, kind of picking up on where the precipitation and what's going to happen. So there isn't very strong consistency like their last system was. So we'll just continue to watch. But other than that, stay tuned and